Sorry. Hey viewers, welcome to Real Astrology once again. I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be talking about a very important transit which is happening in the sky. I've already made a video of the same as far as it's dependent on the transit position as per your 12 ascendants or the moon signs. But today I'm going to be talking about Jupiter's ingress over your natal planets, how it is going to be impacting you all if you have any planet in Aries sign or planets in Aries sign. So these are all live sessions. So pardon me if there is some glitch or some delay or some, some kind of lag. And also, I would like to request you all to, just don't do the remedies left, right, and center without understanding your own horoscope. I keep repeating that every time because, the remedies have repercussions also if they are not done properly. Suppose you have to donate something, but you are instead consuming that product or some ingredients that you are using in your, as far as food items, etc. is concerned. So you have to be very cautiously, doing the remedies. Maybe, you have to wear a gemstone, but, you're not, you're just wearing a gemstone of the Dasha Lord and it is not impacting you in a positive manner. So it's because, you are supposed to wear gemstones related to the planets which are strong in your horoscope, not that they are posited in the 6-8 relationship or they are forming a 6-8 relationship lord or, affliction is there. So you have to be very cautious when you're doing the remedies. Please do book a reading with any astrologer of your choice, and then go ahead with the taking a step further. So any kind of decisions that you have to make, major decisions of your life, please do book a reading with an astrologer of your choice. And if you want to book a reading with me, second week of June onwards, there are slots still available. So you can definitely drop an email at vlastrology24@gmail.com or at vlastrology.com, my website. You can go and check. All the details will be there as well. So today I'm going to be talking about the most pious planet in the sky, the huge planet Jupiter, Devaguru Brihaspati. So what exactly is this guru going to teach us? This is very important because the whole cycle of 12 signs is coming to an end, and Jupiter is in Aries sign, which is the initiator, something which, you want to start with. The life cycle, starts when Jupiter comes to the Aries sign. So this is a very positive transit for some and not so positive for a few. Why? Because there are maybe some malefic planets already posited in your natal chart. Rahu, Ketu, Saturn. So this might trigger some negative events related to the lordship of those planets which are in Aries sign. So we have to check those as well. Now, suppose you have a Saturn there. So Saturn rules the 10th and the 11th signs of the natural zodiac, houses of the natural zodiac. So we will be covering the natural zodiac man, or we can say the time man, the human. So it's Kala Purush, time human being. So time man, we call it. So we have to see the condition of the planets forming a connection with this 9th and the 12th lord of the natural zodiac, and how it is going to be impacting you all differently if at all you are in a particular age group, because there are rounds that Jupiter takes, in 12 years, one round completes and comes back to the same spot. That means it is not going to be giving the similar kind of results in the first round, or, let me check if you can hear me. That is also very important. I hope you all can hear me. Yeah. So what exactly, I am trying to convey here is, suppose you are in the age group of 12 years, 24 years, 36 years. So the results cannot be the same. That is called the progression of this Jupiter. So if it comes to the same spot and it's the third cycle, suppose, of Jupiter, so the result is going to be a little different. So I'm going to be covering that as well in this video, as to how it is going to be impacting you if you are in your 24th year, or if you are in your 36th year, or if you are in your 48th year, and so on and so forth, how it is going to be impacting you. So stay tuned, and I will be sharing with you my insights on the planets first, and then the rounds that it's going to be taking. Maybe alongside I will be covering, if at all it is a particular planet. All right, so let's start with the video. I'll share the screen as always. I always share my insights through the pictorial form, so that it becomes easier for you as well as for me, so that I can also see simultaneously what's happening in the horoscope. So as you can see, Jupiter is in the first house, in the first sign of the natural zodiac, and it takes 12 years to complete this round. So Jupiter is coming to Aries after 12 years. So suppose you have a sun already posited there. So this is a very good and a positive time for enjoying something revolving around spiritual practices. Or maybe, you might just be thinking of performing some rituals, during this time. Because, and it's a very good time for progeny also, because Jupiter is the ruler of the 9th house in the natural and the 12th house, conjunct the 5th house, that is the creative sun. So this will bring about some popularity, name and fame also during this time. And it is a very positive time for status and connection with your children as well as your father. So this is about, a general viewpoint, because, in the first round, it is going to be giving you these kinds of results. But maybe, in the second or the third round, you achieve some status, change of job happens. You might change the place where you are also. It could be that you are going to be meeting some spiritual people. Could be that you are going to be, maybe practicing some spiritual ceremonies, some spiritual, rituals, Satyanarayan Puja, as I said, you might be performing at home. I'm also going to be conducting the Satyanarayan Puja. If you want to enroll, you can, because I will be also participating in that. So if you want to, then you can. So if at all, you are going to be facing the results like these, you must understand that a 12-year-old will not be going through the similar kind of, predictions that I'm giving here as, as compared to the 52-year-old person, or 59 years old, or 60 years old. So what we have to do is we have to bifurcate these years. So suppose it is your first round, so you might be just changing school, or you might be just going in for some you might get accolades at the school, then you join a university, etc. So that is also in your 24th year. And then comes the age group of just keep on adding, 36th year of yours. So you might change the job, you might just get some kind of elevation at the place of work. That is also quite possible. But change is definitely going to be there. You might be traveling, you might be just going overseas for a lot of work. Workload increases quite likely. And there is a possibility of also, your father getting some kind of promotion or transfer. Transfer happens generally with moon there, but this is definitely good for your good for the elevation of your father. So this is definitely very positive for children also. If you are you have children during this time, they will be actually joining school or something like that will happen. So this is a very positive transit. It's just that it's said that Jupiter and Sun, when they are together, Jupiter gets combust. It's sort of that feeling that you will get. It might just bring you little uneasiness in your health. Maybe your headaches, etc., might just increase, or you can have ego clashes with people also. Be careful about all that. Okay, so on and so forth. You go further on, 48th year, 60th year, so you will just add up, and you will see that things are getting better for you, for your children, for grandchildren, or it is good for your personal growth, travel, spiritual journeys you will be taking. So just add up the progression that Jupiter is going to be. So that is something very important. Now, if we take up, if we have a moon here, suppose. Sorry. Moon. Let me write here also. These are all live sessions, so that's why, I have to mention all this simultaneously. Okay. So suppose you have a moon here instead of, with Jupiter. So this brings about, the main thing is that you definitely get some changes happening in your life, travels. So this is also very important for any kind of, yeah. So Actually, I'm getting messages also simultaneously. So this is very good for your mother. So it is good for the emotional bent of mind. You might be changing place, going to a foreign land for work, because here nothing's changed, because this is not your fifth lord, this is your fourth lord, which is forming a connectivity with your ninth and 12th houses. So this is going to bring about in the natural zodiac I'm talking about. So you must consider that only, not that I'm a Taurus rising, so what will happen 12th house is that. No, I'm just superimposing on the Kala Purusha Kundli only. So here it's the fourth lord connecting with the ninth house and the 12th house lord. So this is definitely very positive for change, for education, for higher learning. If you want to enroll in some some kind of maybe some university, your mother gets elevated, because it's the 10th house from the fourth. So your mother gets improvement in her health, and maybe you're going to be getting connected with your mother. If you are in that age group, you're going to be meeting her, you're traveling and you're meeting her somewhere else she's staying. And it is also possible that you're going to be traveling to a watery place, and that's also quite likely. And this is going to be bringing about some some kind of recovery from the financials, and also recovery from the old health issues that you have been having. Okay, so this is definitely very positive, and you're going to be very emotional about your home, family, and family atmosphere. As you know, Jupiter exalts in the sign ruled by moon, so this is a very positive time for you. Yes, I will cover, Sabrina. If there are no planets in Aries, I will cover that. Don't worry. It's that I have already made. That is what I have already made when Jupiter is in the Lagna with Rahu, etc. So you can watch that video also. But surely when Jupiter is forming a connection with the other planets, it's going to be also impacting the house it rules, the other planet, and Jupiter rules. So this is sort of a combination, or we can say conjunction, which is not just about the planets, it's about the signs also, the houses also, they rule in the horoscope. So here moon is in the natural zodiac, represents mother. So this might bring about elevation to the mother. Mother must be a teacher, so she'll get promoted. It is also quite possible that you're going to be performing some kind of purchases. You might be just buying something, not performing rituals, but you're making changes in your home front. You're going to be maybe buying some property also, and clothes. Basically, moon is clothes also, so you might be just doing all of that. And you're going to be very emotional also. Drink lots of water when this kind of a combination happens, and in the years, in different years, you will feel the results differently. So suppose you're in the 12th year, so this will bring about some change of school. If you are in your 24th year, then this will bring about joining of a university or joining a job. This is also going to be a change of residence again. Will bring about that. And if you are in your 36th year, you might just get married, you might just get settled, you might just go away from the place where you live and move to another place. Especially watery places are favorable, it's said. And you enjoy good food. You start enjoying good food, because moon is food also. And this will also bring about some kind of this will bring about some kind of elevation as well. Okay, so this is definitely a very positive time. Travels, the moon is a traveler, not to forget. So this is going to bring about travels also. Okay, so coming to the next one, that is Mars. Suppose we have a Mars here. Okay, so let me, 1 second, just let me erase this one. Now Mars is the, okay, I have to delete this one also. Suppose it's Mars here also. Okay, so when it's Mars, so Mars is the ruler of the first house and the 8th house, not to forget that. So it is going to be bringing about the significations of the 8th house as well alongside. So Mars being the planet of siblings, it represents siblings, accidents, and also fires alongside your husband, we can say, for the female counterparts, and land, property. So all these are going to get triggered up now. Okay, it is going to be giving you some kind of positivity here. So this is a very sort of a good transit which is happening in the sky, and it is going to be giving you some purchases in the property, something to do with your travels also. It is also some handling the other people's money. It is quite possible that your siblings are going overseas and you're going to be making some kind of choices and decisions related to your um, your purchases. A vehicle, you can purchase a vehicle also during this time. So this is a very positive time for all of that, and getting connected with your family members also. It is going to be very positive because Jupiter and Mars combination is first in the eighth house. Marriage prospects also. Maybe your husband is going to be, moving overseas. Investment planning he's doing, something like that is also possible here. Okay, so this is a very positive time for you guys, but be careful about the and if you're having any kind of vata related, pitta related or vata related any kind of illnesses, so they will also be taken care of. And this is also not a good time for connecting with the bosses and seniors. There can be trouble related to your the creditors. You have to take a loan you're not getting, or you're trapped in a litigation. So this might bring about some upheavals also, because Jupiter is an expansive energy, you must understand. So this might bring about some problems here and there related to that as well. And if you want to buy or sell or renovate your place where you live, that's also quite possible during this time. This is a period where your brothers or siblings will shine, rise. There is a rise which is evident for your siblings at least. Okay, job change for the siblings, because from the third house, it's the eighth house ruler, which is Mars, and Mars is conjunct with the ninth and the 12th house ruler Jupiter. So this might bring about some changes in the lives of your siblings. They'll be going or traveling or moving overseas also, quite possible. Okay, but this is definitely a very positive time for many, depending on the affliction. I'm not talking about the placement. If there is affliction in your horoscope with Mars, you have Rahu also in your natal chart, then of course this will minimize these good things about the significations. Okay, and this is definitely going to be giving you some kind of aggression also, road rage. So just drive carefully. In case you're looking for or heading to a surgical process, this is the time you should be going ahead with it, because Jupiter is a very pious and a protective planet. So this will be a good reason for getting the surgery done right now. Okay, now coming to the next one, that is Mercury. Suppose we have a Mercury here. Let me write here also, because then the South Indian charts look very empty. Now, with the Mercury, we know that this is the conjunction of the third and the sixth lord with the ninth and the 12th. So travels for sure for education. Okay, in case you're thinking of education, this is also a very positive time. You may face some health issues related to your skin problems happen when Mercury and Jupiter come together. And this also brings about upliftment in your knowledge, your logical thinking. You will make very good decisions related to your finance, related to your budget planning, your health also, because in the natural zodiac, Mercury rules the sixth house. So this is very positive, because the connection of this sixth house with the 12th house lord is definitely positive if you are having any health issues. So if you are having any skin related problems, you will definitely be feeling much better now. You will feel that things are moving towards positive. You're getting that cure that you have been looking for. Any kind of issues that you have with the neighbors, you will feel better also. And this will also bring about some period, some connection with the children also. With your peers, with your friends, you will form a very good connection. And this is definitely going to be uplifting you in your educational spheres as well. Your investments will be positive. Your business prospects that you're thinking of also are going to be very positive for you. And if at all you are in that age group where you're right now thinking of transition, so this is the time you will be, because 36 to 40 years of age, you might be traveling overseas. Short journeys might increase. And investments, health, fitness regime, you will be following also, because Mercury is your sixth lord. So you should actually be very wise. You can be a good teacher. Maybe you're planning to do something related to your profession. And this is a very good combination for the lawyers also, for the ones who have to use their vocal cords more. So this is a very good time for them. All right. So just see what age group you're in, and modify the results as per this, because it is not going to be similar for a 12-year-old child as compared to the 48 years old person. Okay. So this is definitely going to be changing, modifying the impact. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Venus. So suppose we have a Venus and Jupiter combination here, right here. Okay, so for Venus, this is like a very positive and a strong combination, because it is the second and the seventh house ruler conjunct. See, can you see the Kendra and the trine lord is getting conjunct here? So definitely a very positive time for, especially your wife, the female counterparts in your family. It will bring or upgrade your financials, your wealth, luxurious items you will be buying, marriage prospects are going to increase. Any kind of issues that you are facing in your education also, they are also going to get better. If you are having clashes with your family members, this is also going to be bringing about some relief there also. And whenever Jupiter touches Venus, you think of buying properties, buying vehicles also, bigger, larger vehicles also. And this is also a time to get your daughter married, if at all you are in that age group. And you will actually be spending some money for good cause. You should, otherwise you will be hospitalized. It's good that you spend on the hospital or people who are unwell, something to do with the old age homes or the orphanages. If you do it, so you will be actually saving on you getting hospitalized instead. That is something which I prescribe remedies like this also, especially if there is affliction in the horoscope like that. And you will spend money on redecorating your place also. It is quite likely that you will be changing the place where you live also, quite possible, because it's the seventh house ruler, no, Venus. Venus is seventh house ruler, which is the Libra sign. And Libra sign is also movement, change of place. So, and you will be actually not compromising on your taste and the preferences. You want a luxurious lifestyle, you want a very expansive house, you want to live in with glasses, with mirrors, all that, will be, the lifestyle changes like that. Okay, so this is very positive. And the age groups that I've told you, if the Jupiter is in the 12th year, then you might change school and go to a bigger school, a better school, a very good looking institute. Or maybe you are going to be in your 24th year, you might be joining a job or a university which is very very posh. And if you're 36 years old, then in that strata, then you definitely are going to be changing place, you're going to be buying property, or maybe you're getting married at that time also, quite likely. Okay, so all these are good. And maybe in your friendship and relationship, you will get a little better. That is also in your 36 to 40 years of age group. And then your grandchildren, then we move on further, and things are getting better in those areas. But your ego clashes will also increase, so you have to take care of all that. Expenses are going to increase also for sure, because second and 12th lord are getting connected. Okay, so just make sure that you're not spending or overspending, or just wasting your money. All right, so make sure of that. So suppose there is a Saturn here conjunct with this Jupiter in Aries. So Saturn is the planet of contraction and Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and being the 10th and the 11th house ruler. So this is a very powerful combination. Why? Because this is the dharma and karma adipatya yoga. So this is a very, very powerful yoga, the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th houses. So this is sort of an end of the life, we say that when these kind of combinations happen. So this will bring about future growth prospects in your job, in your profession for sure. You might change your job also. Quite possible that you're going to be having some issues that you have to resolve at the place of work. It might just aggravate people, having this Saturn combination with Jupiter. They can have problems also, undoubtedly. But at the same time, they will actually be sorting that out also because of Jupiter's presence. Jupiter is the pious planet after all. But this brings about some change in the place where you are, because Jupiter-Saturn combinations definitely bring about change of house, change of job, change of profession, change of career. All of that happens, either or. So you have to see what is actually getting activated. And this will also bring about some, troubles with the colleagues and with the co-workers also. So you have to sort that out as well. Because it's the house of loss, sign of loss in the 12th house when it is forming a connection. So you should actually serve the leper patients. You should actually donate or feed the blind during this time. That is going to help you. And if at all you're facing a lot of issues after this Jupiter's ingress over your Saturn. So you have to be really cautious about that. And mix the combination if you have more than 2 planets or 1 planet, in the Aries sign. So you have to mix the significations of that. So if you are in the strata of 12 years, then you're going to be changing your school. If you are in your, in that age group where, you are going to be joining a university, joining a workplace, you're upgrading yourself undoubtedly. You are going to be a good teacher. You're teaching others. So it could be that, even if you're studying, you're teaching others. Even if you're a student, you're going to be teaching others. And it is going to be a very positive time for the people who are between the age group of 24 to 36 and 36 to 48. It brings about some major changes in your life related to your profession. So that's positive for you. But if there is another planet which is negative planet, or a Papa Gruha, Mars, or Rahu is there, Ketu is there, it might bring about some variation to this positivity. Okay, but don't pick up any kind of arguments and fights with your co-workers. This might bring about some complications in your relationship with your friends also otherwise. All right, take care. And I've seen people getting joint pains also, when Jupiter-Saturn combination happens. So take care of your health. If at all you're in the Dasha also of this, so definitely it is going to aggravate all those. Okay, take care. Coming to the next one, that is Rahu. I hope I've covered everything. Please write in the comment section if I have not. Rahu Ketu only are left, I guess. And the blank one, okay. If only Jupiter is transiting, I will tell you that also. Don't worry. Because people are going on asking. So for Rahu, what happens, Rahu is the planet of newness also, beginning of something new. Okay, it doesn't hold any cabinet anywhere. It doesn't, rule any kind of signs. So this might bring about expansion in material growth. Okay, but this actually harms the jiva, the human beings or the living things. So it might just cause problems with your siblings, cause problems to your health, because Rahu is, Papa Graha after all. So this might just bring about too much, unethical means to adopt in making money also. It might aggravate all of those. Because Jupiter is a pious planet after all, and a very simple Graha, simple. Brihaspati was a simple man. So this brings about a lot of issues related to, your righteousness. That will be a question mark over there. If at all you are involved in some unethical means, you should actually keep a check and do the remedies. Satyanarayan Katha, you should organize at home or hear it. Or if you want to, start drinking milk with the haldi water, that is turmeric water, that is turmeric and milk, warm milk at night before sleeping. Start applying chandan on your forehead. All these things you should be doing. Chandan and turmeric. That is, and saffron, then turmeric, saffron, turmeric, and sandalwood. So if you mix them all and make a paste and then apply it in the morning, you feel good. So all the negative energies, they just get warded off. So that is why we give these, and also. But don't be don't adopt fraudulent ways, any which ways, you will be getting attracted to all that. So you have to be very, very careful about all that, because and it's also, good for getting married. This is a very good combination for marriage also, in case you're thinking of or you're in that marriageable age, you will be getting that as well. It is also, Rahu is what? Photography, X-ray photography, etc. So you might be getting inclination towards photography, or you might be going to some scenic places for getting that photography done. And also this brings about some, thinking about box kind of creativity. Whatever you have not done, now you will be doing all those. And this brings about some different out of the league subjects that you'll be taking up. Maybe, you are learning maths, you might just switch and start learning biology. Okay? That is also microbiology. You might just get into that. Microbiology is, although Ketu there, but still you will be switching. You'll be switching from, whatever you're doing in the conventional way. So you'll become a little unconventional now. All right. So, which is very positive again, but don't use unfair means. That's something which you have to be very cautious about. And this is, yes, somebody has written 0 to 12, 12 to 24, 24 to 36. Yes, these are the age groups. Thanks, Nikhil. So you have to modify the significations and the impacts accordingly as per your age group. So it might just aggravate these things, your inclination or meeting such people. The possibility of meeting such people is quite high during the age groups you are in. If you're not matured and sensible and you can't handle this situation well, this combination well, then you can definitely fall trap and prey to the negatives and the unfair means and making money through the shorter route and all that you will be getting entrapped in. So be cautious about all that. Okay. Now coming to the last one, that is Ketu, and then I will be sharing with you what about the blank thing, if there is no planet over there, because people are, you should have watched the video there, though it's okay. See, if Ketu is there, okay. Now Ketu is the planet of spirituality, and Ketu is the disciple of Jupiter, as we say. So whatever Jupiter does, Ketu follows. That is why it is spiritual. It is definitely going to be giving you some new changes, which are going to be taking place, some different place, different lifestyle. You're going to be having some losses also because of this, because Ketu is detachment. Ketu also, also impacts the trinal houses from itself, like Jupiter. It said that people say that they don't, Rahu Ketu don't have aspects, but they are actually in the trinal places. They are impacting for sure in reverse. Okay, so Jupiter, if it is aspecting the houses 5, 7, 9 directly, Ketu is in reverse aspecting. So 5th house is the 9th house for Ketu. So it definitely brings about changes in your children's life. You might just be thinking of changing the place where you are. There can be losses due to your job change. There can be that you lose money also. Health issues also can come up with Ketu and Jupiter combination. So you should actually, and there is a loss of some dear one also, it said. So you should actually, perform some rituals, pacify the planets if they are giving you negative results. Okay. And this will bring about some kind of, danger through, accidents, driving, surgical processes. Ketu also cuts. So this is also quite possible. And you will have some kind of events which will change your lifestyle now. Maybe you were eating something and now you will start eating something else. You were having tamasic food. Now you start to have sattvic food, which is a very simple food, as we say. So you will switch to all of that, and it will bring about changes in the foreign lands. If you're traveling, acquiring more knowledge, religious ceremonies happen. You perform religious ceremonies, visit the shrines or the religious places, spiritual places during this time, meditation and all you start doing. So this is definitely, and you should actually, get involved in a social service, get a temple or a, religious place made. If you donate something over there where a religious place is being built up, and you're just going to be donating some money there. That is also going to be a good thing. And leper patients also, if you can serve the leper patients, old nana nani, as we say, grandparents, maternal grandparents, serve them. So they'll bless you, and that's something which will help you grow as well. Okay, so that's something which all the planets, if during the particular age group they are transiting, and their Jupiter is transiting over them. So this is going to be giving you different kind of results every age group, and it is going to be giving you some okay, now Jupiter over Jupiter. Yes, I forgot to do that. So suppose Jupiter is over Jupiter. Thank you, Nikhil, again. He's just helping me out here. One of my subscribers and audience. So when Jupiter is over Jupiter, this is a very important transit. Why? Because it is going to be changing things now for better. Okay, and this is going to be bringing about people in your life, new people, teachers, gurus. Connecting with the gurus is a very, very important one, and this will bring about maybe seeking an astrologer. You might be an astrologer yourself, upgrading yourself, your astrological skills. This is going to be a very good period for getting the publicity, ego, name and fame, as we say. Jupiter is a guru after all. So maybe you will be becoming a good teacher, you'll be imparting your knowledge to others. You might be having development in your children. Jupiter is looking at your fifth house, so this is a double thing which is happening, and Saturn is also looking at your fifth house. So definitely it is going to be upgrading you, upgrading your children. Some major changes are going to happen in your children's life or your romantic life. You will come across a partner who's very spiritually inclined. Okay, and Jupiter is what? Jupiter is going to be giving you some good news, pleasures of life connected to your own self. You will be improvising on yourself, how you can be a better human being, how you can be helpful, how you can go to a better place to grow yourself. You might be changing your place also. That's also quite possible. And it's also quite likely that you will purchase a property during this time. Upgrading is also denoted by this. Education, you will be enhancing your skills, be it any age group. You will be definitely upgrading yourself and enhancing yourself. Marriage ceremonies you'll be attending, spiritual ceremonies you'll be attending, some religious ceremonies do take place. And this is a very good time for your personal growth also. And it is going to be bringing about some new people in your life you'll be connecting with, and they are going to be actually helping you out to grow as well. Some guru who's going to be teaching you. So this is definitely a very positive time for you, definitely. Okay. And what I can suggest for you people is that, get connected with some spiritual organization, some NGO or something, where you can actually, just help somebody, and this will bring about happiness in you. Any kind of change related to your place of where you were born or where you are right now is also quite anticipated. All right. Now, suppose there is no planet. Okay. Though I have made the video of the same, but that is with Rahu and Saturn and everything and all mixed up. So what if there is no planet, only Jupiter is transiting over Aries? So this brings about a lot of creativity in you. You become suddenly very creative because Jupiter is the ruler of your 9th and the 12th lord after all. And in Aries sign, it is actually giving you the result of Mars also. So in Aries, you become very creative and you study in a different land. You want to change your place where you are, and you become very sexually agile also, because it's Aries sign after all. Getting married is quite possible. You become very concerned about your money matters right now. You become very creative, as I said, and you are going to be doing things which actually uplift you, which upgrade you also. Okay, so this is a very positive time for some kind of changes. You might be traveling, if at all you have to go to the foreign lands, or you want to join a different place, you want to leave the place where you are. Expenditures will rise for sure, because you're going to be spending. So expenditures on the hospitals, maybe if you are a doctor yourself, you will be getting into that zone more. But it's better that you, instead of just spending on somebody in the hospital, it's better that you become more charitable. So if you are going to balance things out, this is not going to trouble you then. You will not feel that pang, why I spent money on the hospital, and then of course health issues also nobody wants. So it's better that you yourself, just start donating some money or do something about it. Okay. You might become a wanderer. You might become, too much into education, acquiring knowledge, enhancing, uplifting yourself, astrology. You might just get into the zone where you want to get into the depth of it. Okay. And this will bring about connection with the good families, good people, good, as I said, with your father also, father like gurus, you will be meeting, and you will be getting out of the problems that you are entrapped in. Overall problems, you will get eradicated, but you have to be very cautious about your ego clashes. And this might bring about too much of travels also. It might just upgrade you, but you might be interested in traveling, fine arts, and romance also, because it's looking at your fifth house from there as well. And you will become an important personality over here. And this might bring about some failures with the government. So don't get involved in any kind of visa. Don't process like that. There are negatives also, no, as I said. So don't process about visa, PR, etc. You might just get it delayed, especially when Mercury is retrograde. So don't do it. All right. So I hope I'm clear. And depending on your personal chart, you have to see how much is the affliction, because the affliction will be the main thing, which will be deciding, not the placement. Just see the affliction that you have in the horoscope in that particular zone. More the affliction, the results actually minimize, the good results actually suffer. All right. So this is it for all the planets in the Aries sign, and also if there is no planet in the Aries sign. All right. Stay blessed, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a great Jupiter's ingress in Aries sign. Be charitable, be considerate, learn more, grow more. Om Tat Sat.